How's it going? I'm Ryan. Today I'm going to go over the three trades I took on NQ. Had a big losing day today. It just kind of got destroyed in this chop that you see from here out. Looking for continuation and not getting it. And then one mistake that I made on one of my accounts, didn't realize I wasn't copy trading. So I took a trade on one of the accounts and I took it with 10 contracts instead of 5 because I thought it was 10 across 2. So we had a big losing day on one of my accounts, down about 1780. The other one's down 1,000. So definitely need to adjust my risk to reward because I am accepting more loss because I'm going for bigger wins. So I know that bigger losses will happen. But in terms of today, it was a bit more than what should have happened. So we'll go over that. And we'll talk about what I took and what I was watching. So coming into the day, we had from yesterday's session, we had made higher lows, higher highs. In the pre-market, we had kind of formed a lower high here. And then we're kind of testing this area in here to see if we held and whether we would hold this low here and break and eventually hold this low, or if we kind of continue to downtrend. So like I said, in the past couple days we had formed a little bit of an uptrend on the hourly, and then we were testing this most recent swing low, and that's where we were. So I was just kind of waiting to see how the market opened. So to start, we dropped. I was watching a few zones. Basically this 920 to 890 was the first one. It's like 840 to 790 was the next, and then down here to 710 to 670. So and I'll put on my fills and trades so we can take a look at the exact trade I took. So I was watching the hourly. We were breaking lower. We came down and we held this level here. So we got one 5-minute candle holding, looking pretty decent, and then we tested and we started to push up on this candle. I entered a long position here. This is my first trade. I only took it on one of my accounts. Like I said, I thought I was copy trading and I wasn't. So I took this only on one of my accounts, and this was with 10 contracts. It should have been with 5. So that was like a 30-40 point loss. Nothing too crazy. It was 705 to, yeah, it was about 30 points, but it was with 10 contracts. So that was a bigger loss than I expected on one of my accounts. From there, we held the bottom of the zone. So we came down, kind of tested, held the bottom, started to move up. And so I re-entered this long position. I entered this trade on both my PAs. So what was I looking for? On both of these, I was trying to enter around 700, a stop below this zone, and a take profit at this next zone up here around like 780. So I was willing to risk 30 to 40 points of risk for 70 to 80 points of profit. So took a stop there. Looked like we held the bottom of the zone. We started to move up. I re-entered, came down, stopped me out. Then we came up and we started to test this area, and I entered short. And this was after we had closed below this zone and then made a new low and came up and retested, and I entered short, and my stop was above this most recent swing high. We came up and stopped me out. So 3 trades today, all losses. The last one was the biggest loss because it was a 60 point, because I entered down here and my stop was above this. So my risk management wasn't great today, and honestly should have been out after this losing trade. But after seeing this big bearish engulfing candle and seeing that we started the day pretty bearish, I was looking for us to reject and pull back down to this next level. We eventually did. Looks like we did. I can pull that up. So yeah, it looks like it stopped me out just barely, and then we came down and kind of hit my target. My target was 600 right in there, so I guess we not quite. But the idea was to short here and then take it down to this next zone. These trades were about a 2-to-1 risk to reward, or exactly a 2-to-1, about 30 to 40 points of risk for 80 points. This was a 1-to-1. I had 60 points of risk for 60 points of profit. Not great, but I didn't want to let money or like the fear of loss affect where I was going to put my stop. I put my stop where it made sense, and it still didn't make sense because it stopped out and then came down. And yeah, it was really hard. From 9:45, after the first 15 minutes, we had a straight drop, and then from there we just got some messy chop. So I could see this causing some problems for a lot of people if you weren't kind of cognizant of the less than ideal trading conditions. So it's a bummer. Just got these PAs this morning and already took a juicy loss on them. So we'll look to bounce back from that, and hopefully the rest of the week treats us a little better than today did. But yeah, that's it. Just need to adjust my risk management. I'll look at some things. Obviously, my trading style, this does not work well in an extremely choppy market. So, there were some moves to be made. Like I said, this short here, had I shorted closer to the top of this zone, targeting down here, that would have been potentially solid. And then longing in here and looking for this move up here that I was trying to capture earlier in the morning eventually happened later in the day. But yeah, it was really choppy mess. So maybe look at a way to identify when that's happening and stay clear of it, because there's nothing to be done in here. But other than that, it is what it is. Not going to win them all. I think just managing my risk better is something I can learn. But we still have the Apex accounts or the PA accounts, and I'm still confident in my ability to bring things around. So we'll be back tomorrow and the rest of the week looking to turn these ships around. But that's all I got. Short video today. Just 3 quick losses. Looking for continuation moves and not getting them in any direction. So a bit of a bummer, but we're good. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Peace.